Welcome back to the Vowcast, everyone. Today we are broadcasting from this beautiful venue called the Ecumenical Chapel at Hotel Xcaret Arte in Playa del Carmen.
Thank you so much for having us, Hotel
Yes.
Xcaret Arte. We are so excited to be here.
Beautiful, beautiful place. I'm Ellie from Paradise Weddings.
And I'm Whitney, also from Paradise Weddings. And we're also excited to introduce our guest star of today, Lorenzo from Pride Maya Weddings.
Yeah! Thanks for having me, ladies. I'm very excited to be here today.
And today we're here to break down everything that has to do with destination visuals. Think decor, lighting, aesthetics, venue, like structure and layout, and colors, right? It's getting, there's all these trends and things. So people that are already having a wedding destination planned and are thinking about these things, or you're still thinking about getting married in destination, hope this episode helps you to, understand a little bit more about that side of things.
And yeah, as Ellie said, if you're planning your destination wedding or you're just obsessed with wedding design like we are, stay tuned. We've got a lot to come. So let's get into it.
Yes, Lorenzo, it's so exciting to have you because you provide like the whole world that we're not used to seeing every day. So I'm very excited about today's episode. So here's how we work together with Lorenzo. Paradise Weddings, as you know, we help couples find the resort, pair them with the right match of vibe and place and everything to make that destination wedding happen. We also take care of the rooms and go through the whole process of, managing that group throughout time. Lorenzo brings the vision of the couple and the whole, design, aesthetics, and this magic of visuals to life in their wedding. So, what couples look for Lorenzo? And keep me honest. I'm going to say something and then maybe you can interrupt me. It's okay. I'd say couples that really need like extreme attention to detail, long time in advance, that are thinking about a destination wedding makes them feel anxious because they're not on foot there and they really want to be on top of every single detail every single day. And don't take me wrong, resorts provide this service for all of our couples. They have a wedding planner on site, a super team with all the infrastructure for your wedding. But there are couples that require that extra, I'd say not attention, but it's like a joint force, between the resort and Lorenzo, and he's more into like the visual of making the whole thing magical, and he is an artist. I don't know if that makes sense. What do you think? Did I say it right?
No, yeah, absolutely. So the wedding coordinators in-house, firstly, are amazing.
Yes.
For us, it's the best thing working all together, but like a person, want to training in a gym, and they can work by themselves or speaking with the owner, the manager, or they can hire a personal trainer. So, with us, they have...
Personal trainer for weddings.
Exactly.
I love it.
With us, they have so much attention.
Yeah.
They have my number. They text me sometimes at 10 p.m. We are
Day
here.
and night.
No?
Yeah, got it. Yeah. So I think, that's where the mix happens, and it really enhances the experience for those couples that need, this experience to become something beautiful. So let's start with color, because color does set the foundation on the whole experience, right? What are you seeing, Lorenzo, that couples gravitate towards lately on talking about color palettes and all this?
Yeah, so white color will never disappear in wedding, and especially
Classic.
now there's a lot of buzz around the Pantone cloud dancer.
The white Pantone color.
Yeah.
I saw
I
that.
think this happening because the success of the editorial photography style, because this type of white is very timeless on camera.
Super classic.
Yeah,
right?
moreover, perfectly pairs.
I don't know if this is a Pantone one, but it's white. It's white.
Exactly.
You get the idea.
Moreover, perfectly pairs with black and gold accents. No.
Or even color.
Yeah. And are you seeing couples like go for white, or is it just like it's always been white because it's a wedding?
There are couples and couples, but that said, we need to respect the destination. No, so we are in the Caribbean. Normally, pastel color work better, no, like blush, airy
Wow.
blues.
It does
Yeah.
connect a lot more with the strong nature colors.
Yeah, so this year, for example, even burgundy is a trend. Yeah, we need to pay attention in the Caribbean, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not because it's a trend in a New York City
Exactly,
wedding, it
surely.
can match in this
Yeah.
area. I think we're going to talk a little bit about venue as well.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I was just wanting to ask, like, are couples doing more monochrome palettes, like layering different colors, like multiple tones, like something a bit like not just
Yeah.
white or not just a certain color?
Yeah, both. And even when the palette feels unusual,
Right.
part of my job, no, it's finding the balance, the perfect harmony.
Oh,
It
beautiful.
must be very difficult.
But yeah, we can say a little bit of this, a little bit
Yeah.
of this, no?
Incorporated in some accents, but not like all the table.
Right.
Exactly.
What about like, yeah, I mean, you mentioned this, I had it in my questions. The location, how much does it influence? Like, do you see that even in destination, if there's like a jungle wedding versus a beach wedding, does it
Yeah.
change?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot. So any venue has its own elements, no natural elements. So some couples decided to embrace it,
Right.
Others to fight it.
Ah, interesting.
No fighting. No, I mean, yeah, it's true. Like honestly, this is so insightful for me because we never really talk about these things, you know, in advance when we're talking
Yeah.
to couples on the first stage.
Right.
So understanding that there's a lot that you need to like blend into and like flow with as a venue. Just be flexible.
Yeah, take advice and be flexible.
Yeah,
I guess, yeah.
contrast can be incredibly powerful.
Wow.
I bet. And are there any colors that are like overdone, or just you're steering people away from?
Yeah, I have my method.
He's not letting it go. He's not telling us what the method
I
is.
try to guide.
Yeah,
no?
but is there a specific color that you absolutely like want out of the palettes right now, or
In my opinion, emerald
Okay.
green is heavy. Normally, I recommend different type of green.
Okay.
Obviously, in a ballroom, no worries at all.
yeah,
Right.
you make
Yeah.
it from scratch?
But is there a color combination that you're super excited about right now?
Yeah, in these moments, lilac, purple, and blue. It's
Oh.
very chic, very elegant.
And it matches with most areas like venues and
But
greenery, with
yeah. For next year, we are working. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very
Lilac?
inspiring me.
Lilac?
Lilac.
in British it's lilac.
Don't know I don't know that many colors. Okay,
It's like a shade of purple. A
That's
light
why we
shade
bring
of
the-
purple.
Yeah,
no?
exactly,
Like
exactly.
a pastel.
Yeah,
purple.
between pink and purple.
Love it.
We're going to move on to floral trends. Segment 2 is floral trends. So, yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is where we see a couple go all out, have something unexpected, know exactly what they want, and go, crazy with the florals. Or some might be more minimalistic and want less. Like, what are you seeing more of? Like, is it still that big, lush, tropical jungle? What's changing?
But it depends. I mean, the romantic garden style, no, the bunch of flowers, it will never disappear. I think now the
Love, it's
trend.
love.
I think now the trend for couples in 2026, they are very interested in design, architectural structure. Firstly, in my opinion, now flowers are the frame and not the main character.
Ah, that's interesting. I would have said maybe a few years ago it was the opposite. No,
No, that in the minimal now they really want personalized structure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love
Before
it.
no, they are asking me a lot for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, it's super cool. I love
Oh, no,
it.
me too.
Are couples open to bringing like local stuff and things that you groom from your own, or is it something like, this is my Pinterest board, I want this in this garden? Like,
Well, we need to meet in the halfway.
Yes.
No, because honestly, we have to consider the venue, the heat, the
Right.
wind, the plan B in
The
case of
light,
rain.
the sun.
No, yeah, obviously, they Pinterest boards. Normally, I used to say, okay, we start now, so we are still in the dream dimension, in
Right.
Wonderland. No, send me everything. The
Yeah.
80% is common lake, no? No, it's fine. We create something personalized in respect, obviously, no?
Of
Right.
course, yeah. And do you struggle a lot with like them not or like wanting local stuff, or is it like are they normally okay with you bringing like
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. Use this flower.
Right.
No, honestly, they are open because
That's why they go to you. You're the expert.
Yeah. The florists here are amazing, and when we show them something, they have the same color but different type, no flowers. In case somebody get flowers even from Mexico City or
Yeah.
of the north, of the country.
Okay.
That's a thing.
Interesting. Let's talk a little bit about bouquets. Or
Bouquets.
okay. How do you say it?
Bouquet.
Bouquet in English is bouquet. British. Sorry. Are you seeing more like the tight structured form or the big kind of
Yeah.
You know,
What's happening now with
organic.
bouquets?
I think the wild and organic is the best
Right.
one. No, the most demanding, even the most beautiful now. The important thing, the bouquet speaks the same language of the rest of the design.
Wow.
No.
Love that. I love that.
Sometimes, for example, in the resort, there are included the bouquet, no, and everything. If it's different, we can use it for something different, no? Yeah.
And what about those dried, like preserved flowers? Are they
Yeah.
are they still having a moment, or are they gone?
In my opinion, no. No, in my opinion, no. And even in many resorts, it's forbidden.
Okay.
Oh.
So they use it often, especially for the ceiling, for example, no? But
Like those structures that have like
yeah, dropping.
drops.
Sometimes, yeah, it's
Okay.
easier, and they use it. But I don't know, for a bouquet, no.
Okay, okay, interesting. And we're hearing more about sustainability now and
Yeah.
people wanting, eco-friendly. And do you also hear the same?
Yes, they ask me a lot about that now more than ever.
Come to
they
Xcaret. They don't
they
have
are-
water bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's just water. We promise.
They are even interested in what's happened behind the scene. No, there's the AC for how many hours? No,
wow.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they were that in touch with it. That's awesome. Okay.
Okay, we have to know what's the most unique, challenging floral request you've ever executed.
Well, once a bride asked me for peonies in a terrible Caribbean heat. So
I'm not familiar with.
Peonies.
Peonies.
They're like
yeah.
cold weather flowers.
Beautiful.
Delicate, very delicate. So we didn't use peonies, but she thinks we did. We did it.
She didn't actually know what they were, but she knows.
Yeah, exactly. I hope she won't see this.
No, if you're thinking it's you, it's someone else.
It's someone
These
else.
were purple. What
Exactly.
color were they?
And
No,
if
no,
it
no,
is
no.
you had an
These
amazing
were
It's my
purple.
alter ego.
Yes, it's another Lorenzo from another Playa del Carmen.
How do florals change depending on the venue type? Like beach versus cenote versus indoor.
Well, in the barroom is the ideal situation. Nobody. I mean, the most of the couples they get here in the
want this.
Caribbean. No,
Yes.
as you can see. So the most of them they don't want a barroom. But in case in the barroom we can do whatever they like. No, there's the AC.
There they can bring the emerald if they want.
If they want the tall centerpiece, yes, whatever you like here, no worries. So yeah, obviously on the beach, in the cenote or whatever, in the jungle location, we need to consider many
Right.
factors. Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. Well, that's so useful information. I hope for couples as well around florals. Let's hit the next segment. We will talk now about decor. Is that how you say it, or decor? Decor. Decor.
Sorry, British accent again.
And design aesthetics. So, overall design aesthetics, Lorenzo. When you meet with a couple the first time and they're trying to explain their vision to you, what are they saying?
No.
Like more, or like simplistic,
Yes,
minimalistic?
absolutely. They send me photos, especially from my weddings. Wow, I really love this one. How much they spend? No, this is the first question. So we work to the mood board, and yeah, it's a compromise between what the couple want, what the couple can, what the
Venue will
what the
allow.
venue permit.
Yeah.
The sun, the heat, and
Yeah,
everything.
I was gonna say that. Like, I feel like it's more venue dependent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my question was towards like, are they feeling like in design, it, I feel like there's two poles. Like I was the one that did not care whatsoever about anything, and there's the more. I need this, and then this, and then this, or like less is more. Like what the trend
Yeah,
feels
no,
like.
no. Less is more. Honestly, is not a common.
I agree.
I confess you.
I'm a
yeah.
weirdo. I'm a weirdo.
No, I confess. Like, they want more and more and more, and we try to find solution. Obviously, for example, after the ceremony, we can move some flowers, during the cocktail to the reception
Right.
areas and
Like-
everything. Yeah.
So it's
Reuse.
more like budget focused as well, then, like trying to have
yeah, of course.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
What about lights? Tell me all about them. Like, what's it going towards? Chandeliers or, bistros? Where's everyone's?
Yeah, the first rule, the first tip, no, I mentioned immediately for a beach wedding, please, electric candles, no?
Oh, okay.
No,
'cause they
because-
blow
You're gonna
out.
be blowing them like every 3 seconds. Like,
Gustavo, my husband, he works with me. Yeah, sometimes, every time.
Oh.
No,
He's on candle duty.
no, yeah,
a
sometimes it's
chandelier.
impossible.
No.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
No, the chandelier, even this year, they ask me for that a lot. Yeah, sometimes they tell me, no, just one in the ceremony, just one in the sweetheart table. But yeah, many couples, they want.
what's
they
your
want
favorite
chandelier.
lighting? Sorry, did I?
Yeah, my
jump in?
favorite lining.
Depends on the venue.
Yeah, no. For example, the up lights on the
Oh,
trees,
yeah.
on the
yeah.
palm trees by night.
Beautiful.
Yeah, for the wow effect.
Yeah, the
yeah.
uplights. Write that down.
Love it.
Uplights.
And what about table scopes or table settings, like the glassware, the linens? Like, what are you
Yeah.
seeing?
I see a lot
more
of bare
What-
tables lately.
But like,
Yeah.
but what feels elevated? Like, I think even like you said, like
Rustic,
kind of
like, I love
rustic is
this.
still an elevated experience. Like, what do you think?
No, yeah. Some couple, obviously, they prefer rustic. They prefer something more modern. No, in my opinion, now it's more minimal.
Right.
No, and they are very focused in details, like the beautiful calligraphy in the print menus. Now, no,
Wow.
there is more attention. Yeah, even the centerpieces now they want more fruits, vegetables.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Vegetables?
Yeah, like in the centerpieces.
Like in
I've seen-
Chile?
No, once the same green, we use broccoli.
Oh my
That's
yeah, it
so
was
funny.
cool.
Do people eat
Is
it?
it cool? It was.
No, it was cool. Yeah, with green, the same green, everything. No, obviously
That
the
is
same
crazy.
tone.
Do people eat it?
I think no. I don't know.
Like, oh, the salad.
Maybe yes. Maybe yes.
Whoops, it was the centerpiece.
No,
Wow.
or even tomato cherry with burgundy. Yeah.
This is
Blowing
like
my
blowing
mind right now. Yeah. Let's talk more about this. So, is this like a new thing?
Oh yeah, some months in the last month. Yes, probably 6 months, 1 year. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
heard
Talk about
about
eco-friendly.
fruits like lemons and I heard about that, but I didn't hear about broccoli.
Cherry tomatoes, dude. Love it. And glassware, all of this, like,
They keep that minimal, you think? Like the
Yeah,
actual
exactly.
setting.
Minimal line,
Clean
because,
tables.
So when you see it, you see immediately the
Broccoli.
super beautiful menu, and yeah, the fruit in the mid. Wow, no.
Wow.
that's
Interesting.
interesting.
I don't know, a serpentine table, no, with vegetable fruits. Yeah, I mean, this is the wow effect, the famous wow
Yeah.
effect.
Wow. Well, it is. It's wowing me. I'm not even
I'm
seeing
just
it.
remembering right now, we went once to an event where the whole table was like made of chocolate and that was dessert.
Cool.
And you had to go
Wow.
and smash it and, like
That's
go
cool.
and shove it, like really
That's
impressive.
cool.
Wow factor talking. And well, this calligraphy thing gets me because I'm a little bit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. I love, a good card with beautiful calligraphy. Table seatings. Are they still doing these loungers like on one side of the reception? Is that still a thing? And are they doing like assigned seating, or is it just free for all? Or how do you see them lately?
With me, they must have a sitting chart. No,
Yeah.
with me, for a wedding planner, this is a nightmare. No,
Right.
for the allergies.
That's true, and for the resort as well.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
you need to tell like
No.
my auntie doesn't eat meat, so like put that seat there. There's a little sign with a little fish on it,
Yeah.
so the waiter doesn't make anyone have a bad
No,
moment.
yeah. And when I started many years ago, yeah, here in Xcaret. Now I'm thinking it was in Xcaret, in a wedding. I remember the bride told me, I don't care. People can sit,
sit wherever they
anywhere.
want.
Okay, it's fine. No, immediately the mother, the aunt. How is possible? My
Oh, no.
sister is not. Yeah, this was a
my
mess, and I said,
gosh.
okay.
Never
This is
from now
my
on.
first and last time.
Yeah.
Sitting chart mandatory.
And it's also cool. Like I love all these things they think about. Every time I go to one, and there's like this tiny thing with the number, and you go find your table. Like it's an opportunity
Yeah,
for something
or-
cute to be done. A lot of them are personalized. A lot
Yes,
of
I was
couples like
about
to
to
do
say
stuff
that.
like that. So.
Or in case, no, you don't have exactly to say they will sit here. For example, it's a round table, 10 chairs, these 10
Just give a
people.
table.
Yeah, they can choose their own place.
Yeah.
These 10 people, no? In the sitting chart, the table 6. So you are there.
So you go to 6, and from there you decide
Exactly.
where.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Nobody
That's
will
like
steal your
middle
place.
ground.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know who's gonna be on your table, but not next to you, and that's
Right. Yeah, you can
Exactly.
decide.
completely acceptable.
What about signage and stationery? You know,
Well, those
acrylic, wood,
menus.
handmade, personalized. Like, what are you
Yeah.
seeing more of? I know we talked about the menus and
Yeah.
What's
Acrylic. Yeah, acrylic. In my opinion,
Classic.
they are surviving.
It's
But it's
still
classy,
going.
no?
No, it's classy. Yeah, but it depends. No,
Like
it
what
Right.
acrylic? Like a sign?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
a sign or a.
or yeah, even the wood
Sunny,
one.
right.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's been a while. They are not asking me longer for
Okay.
a neon sign details. The
That's out.
famous photo booth with the name or
The last name.
the Mexico mi amor,
Uh-huh.
or
It's no longer
I love
there?
you to Tulum and back.
That's pretty.
But it's not really
Close.
asked. No.
No. In this moment, in my no. At
Okay.
least in my company,
yeah,
with
of
Primary
course.
Whiteys.
What about more personal stuff or cultural things being incorporated into, what they do?
Design.
No, yeah, this is super important. I always ask, this is one of the first questions, something obviously cultural, no, and the memorial chairs,
Oh, yes.
no,
Yeah.
sometimes they forget it, and the mother, no, the grandmother, they are angry. Why? No, we ask immediately.
Oh, that's
no.
nice.
Yeah, super important.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. Like it really gives it, there's this idea of destination being something like, I don't know, cookie cutter, or, it's just to get it out of the way and get a vacation out of it. Like this is such a special moment and very intimate. Like when you have a seat for your family that passed, and when you have all these
So
little
special.
personal details incorporated, honestly, it makes it like goosebumps.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay, honest question. What's one trend that
Yeah.
you wish would disappear?
Acrylic.
Honestly, I'm pretty done with pampas grass.
Oh, yeah.
I need a break. I don't know why. Immediately after COVID,
It became a
wedding-
thing.
Right?
Yeah, pampas grass.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
I like it, but yeah, it's been 5.
It's overdone.
It's been 5 years.
It's overdone, right?
No, exactly. Well, for many people, it's something different. Caribbean, pampas grass. But yeah, okay. I mean, if for you it's
Okay.
important, Instagram. I think I think it's very, very.
It's old now.
Yeah, old.
It's
Okay.
gone. I love your honesty. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
So we'll get straight into segment 4, venue and location trends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk location. Obviously, for Paradise Weddings, this is a big one. I mean, look, Lorenzo, you're based in the Riviera Maya, which is one of the top destination wedding spots in the world, which is
Exactly.
amazing. Do you see couples still flocking there, or are you seeing interest in other other things? Is there anything shifting?
No, 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 because I'm working a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, no.
demand is on the high.
Personally, in 2025, we received over 300 leads. No,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, we are a small company, no, and honestly, every time we look availability, no, a weekend available like 7, 8 months before. It's very,
hard.
very
It's gone.
difficult.
It is hard,
No,
yeah.
this is the proof. So there is always a reason to get in very Mexico.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
that was kind of like what I wanted to ask you because
High season,
we do
let's
hear like DR and Jamaica and some Costa Rica. Obviously, Mexico is strong in general, like Cabo,
Vallarta
Vallarta,
as well.
Yeah.
but nothing like Cancun and Riviera Maya. I was gonna ask you like why do you think we're still up there at the top in this area? But I mean we could go on for a whole episode on reasons for that.
Could be.
No, yeah. Well, in my opinion, firstly, the Cancun airport has connection in any place in the
Yes.
world. Direct flights.
Many USA cities, direct flights, every
No,
single over 450 flights a day. Like,
No, absolutely.
You cannot beat that.
Getting a destination wedding with 2, 3 hours with a direct flight compared, I don't know, to 6, 7.
Yeah, makes a big difference, right?
No, exactly. And then even the hospitality. I mean, everybody here, I live here, obviously in Playa del Carmen. I don't know a person around that it doesn't work with the tourism.
Yeah, that's true.
We all live in this area
Industry.
based on that. And
Yep.
and I do see we love all destination, of course. I'm not gonna say anything bad about any place because it's all one industry and we love it, but I'm Mexican, so I get to be biased a little, and I love the way we host in this country and the lengths we want to go to make sure you're okay, you know, and that's something that feels around the culture and every single property, wherever you stand and you go, you feel like, oh, they care, they want to help, and they want to make it awesome. So
And
Yeah.
I know we're going off a little bit, but I guess that's also great for you because you're working with the you know
the vendors
the
and
vendors
everyone
the,
around
No,
here.
exactly.
helps.
There is always something new. In my opinion, there is a room for any type of couple, any type of person. No, for the adventurers,
That's true.
for
The diversity
yeah.
that it offers. That's true.
For the food,
Yeah.
the Mexican food. I mean, it's stunning, and even for the high-end, super luxury
Yes.
experience. Yeah,
We have a
absolutely.
whole like scope of
Yeah.
starting from affordable, mid, everything. You know, you can get anything in this area. And infrastructure being mainland and not a smaller island, you get access to a lot more. I assume flowers might be difficult in a smaller island. Like
Yeah.
if they want peonies, or, you know, how do you get them to the island?
Right.
So yeah, we love Mexico.
Let's talk a little bit venue types.
Yeah.
You know, resort weddings versus private villas or a more boutique kind of hotel. Like, what are you seeing more of?
I don't see a trend actually. In my opinion, the resort wins because
Yeah.
if you can marry in a resort, you will stay in a resort. If you can marry in a cenote, if you can marry in a beach, you will stay in the resort. No, just the villa in
have
this
to-
case is
yeah.
the essential, the exception.
true.
It depends on the couples. If they are very party people, many times in the resort you have, not always, no, there are exceptions, but you have to finish at 11 p.m. It depends on the needs.
So I was thinking, are couples going more resort or off resort? I think we know the answer to that. It's definitely resort winning. But why would they go off resort? Would it be like freedom for design or like curfew, what you just said?
Yeah, for the curfew, because sometimes, especially when they are Latinos, you know, they want to
We
finish
like
at
a good party.
4,
We like a
5
good
p.m.,
12-hour party.
They ask
Breakfast,
me,
lunch, and dinner.
what did you say, 11 p.m.? No, actually, the party
Starts at 11
Exactly.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, and even if they want something, a tailor-made experience, you know, in a resort, we have to respect their restriction, the
course.
vendors in-house. So yeah, for some couples, it's easier.
It's a freedom. But then you
Yeah.
have, you know, the other side of still stay at a resort because
Exactly.
you want all your family in the same place. You don't
Yeah.
want to be
No,
going,
exactly.
losing people, and having like the resort experience is still something that wins,
Yeah.
I think.
Exactly.
Above
Easier
all.
to get them to the
it's
venue.
priceless. For this reason, where they want an independent venue, we have to start from them and searching for a resort
For
around.
yes. nearby, but everyone
Nearby.
together.
Right.
Yep.
And what about specific venue types? Rooftop, beach, cenote? Like, what are you seeing more of? Just having a moment.
Yeah, even here, I don't see a trend because if I think, for example, in Hotel Xcaret or Casablanca, and we look for availability, no, in I don't know, in 1 year, in high season, for a weekend, it will be very complicated. The same for Villa La Jolla, for
Right.
example, no, in the Blue Venado as beach club. So, yeah, honestly,
More based on availability and what's available for that day. Or
I don't see it right. I think it depends of the area, no, because when a couple look, for example, for a villa experience, intimate jungle style, they are more focused to Tulum. For
Right.
all-inclusive resorts, Cancun,
Yeah.
beach club, playa. I
Yeah.
think this depends
It
on the
depends
area.
on the
Yeah.
area.
Okay.
And what about the I don't even know if this is a factor, but when they're looking at this as a venue, is their guest experience something that they consider, like in your eyes?
Yes, absolutely. No,
I thought it wasn't
absolutely,
that
because
deep of a question.
obviously the couple must be super happy and satisfied, not because it's their wedding,
Right.
but even the feedback of the
Yeah.
guests, and obviously if they have to complain, the first person is the wedding planner, no? So
yeah.
And I feel that destination wedding couples, if you're hearing us out there, I feel that they carry a lot of weight on them because
Yeah.
they're making people travel
Yeah.
and they have this expectation and they cannot, like, if anything goes mildly, they're like, oh, but my guest, I told this to my guests.
Yeah.
And we always try to say, guys, like, it's your family. Like, they're going to be okay. Like, we're all going to be okay, like, but it's this sense of pressure that they want to make sure that it's all perfect because they're already making people spend money, grab a plane, get a passport, get out of the country, and
yeah, this is the reason why. Wow, this is my personal tip. They have to reach firstly an expert, no, wedding planner,
Yes.
travel agency.
get help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Get
they
help.
sign before with the resort. They don't know absolutely what they sign.
And then they come to you
It's
like, help.
here we are, here we
Yeah.
are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you need guidance, guys. There's a lot out there to consider, and there's so many things out there that not everything will apply perfectly for you. So you need someone to help you curate that
sure.
ocean of information.
For sure. What about smaller, lesser known spots, a bit off the beaten track? Are you
Yeah.
seeing that request?
Yeah. They ask a lot for that. In my opinion, I think the youngest couple are more interested, like the 20 years old
They want
bride
something
and groom,
small?
or the oldest, like the renewal.
Ah, okay.
In my experience, if they are 28 to 30,
They
no,
want the
they
normal.
are focused in a proper bigger wedding.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. So like newer generations are going smaller, more personalized,
That's nice.
eloping
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
What about a location that you feel like it's underrated? Like it should be on everyone's radar.
They just opened Mora. It's a beach club, incredible, in Playa Mujeres.
Okay.
The beach is
that
one
down.
of the most beautiful. They opened like 3 months ago. So it's still not famous, it's still not mainstream, but believe me, yes, it
It's
will
gonna
be.
get there.
Yeah.
All right, write that down. I
Yeah,
also
many couple that will stay in the resorts around. No, there are
Yeah.
thousands. There
Yeah.
is Casablanca, SLS,
There's
Dream
so
Vista,
many resorts
whatever.
there.
Palladium.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah, it's interesting.
And one thing to consider when you're thinking venue is that offsite venues don't give any restriction on who attends and the percentages of people that stay here or there. When you have a resort wedding, the resort requires that at least 80% of your guests are staying at the resort. So if this is a problem or if this is a thing that you have, then an offsite venue like this one, Villa La Jolla as well,
Yeah.
is one that you work a lot with. They are there to provide obviously a little bit more freedom in design, a little bit more freedom
no
in curfew,
restriction
but
on
also
the
that
guest
restriction
list.
of if someone wants to stay at a different place or just come for a night or whatever, they can do it without feeling like the pressure of the 3 nights.
No, yeah, absolutely, I agree. But it's a destination wedding, It's more than one day. It's
Agreed.
an experience.
100%.
Right.
Stay
So,
at the
I mean,
resort.
I'm taking a flight. I'm spending money, and I stay alone in an Airbnb.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I mean,
Yeah.
but okay,
Yeah.
I go alone to the beach. I mean, the group, all the
It's-
guys, they stay together
It's
for 3
all
days.
that experience that they
Yeah.
have in those 3-4 days. Like I
The group
100%
chat
agree.
and,
Yeah.
like, the laughs that they have in the
Yeah.
evening. And
By the time they're getting married, there's so many like inner jokes and like they're like,
Uh-huh.
hey, you know, because yesterday we're at the pool. Like it's really, it makes the experience.
Yeah,
complete.
typical in a wedding, no? The couple say, "Oh my God, I forgot to say bye to my aunt." And I go, "Here, you had the whole day after."
Yes.
Yeah,
The
everyone's
brunch,
there.
the famous
True.
brunch, the famous breakfast.
that's
no?
true.
You
Nice.
just stand at the lobby and just wave everyone and
Exactly.
beautiful. Well, that was awesome for venues.
Amazing. Thank you.
Let's move to segment 5. I have resort trends and guest experience. Wait, what do you think?
So, yeah, I wanted to ask Lorenzo, you know, you work with a lot of the all-inclusive resorts in the Riviera Maya,
Yeah.
day in, day out. I mean, from a design logistics perspective, what makes a resort great to work with? Like, what are some of your favorites? What's
Yeah.
like gives that high-end wedding feel?
Well, absolutely. The staff, the coordinator, the employees.
Ah, that's, yeah.
No, yeah,
Amazing.
because
We love you, Xcaret.
no, because with their attention, with their passion, I mean, when they give me their number, I say thank God, no,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's obviously most of the time I don't confess to the bride I have it. No.
Of course.
Yeah,
no, for
no,
me
no.
it's easier.
behind
Everything,
the
no, can we
scenes.
do this? How much this? No, for me it's easier.
Yeah.
So yeah, they passion, they professionalism is very important. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any favorites?
But any favorite all-inclusive resort? Surely Garza Blanca. Garza Blanca. Now we closed the first wedding, Garza Blanca Los Cabos. We're very
Okay.
excited.
Wow, you're
Nice.
moving. He's
Yeah,
going.
yeah. Obviously Xcaret.
Yeah, of course.
Not only the hotel, but even the park.
Yes, beautiful venues.
Oh,
at the
yeah,
park.
the weddings at the park
Yeah,
too. Amazing.
in terms of high end, surely Gran Velas.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to
Top
know.
notch.
Good to know.
I love it. What about? I was wanting to ask, do you get a lot of like question? I believe you do, but like people wanting to bring their own stuff, like their own florals and their own like do their own like how much of that is part of what you're seeing that people are wanting to do stuff on their own?
Yes, honestly, immediately I send to the couples a list of things they can bring from home. And fortunately, I have no kids and I live in a 3 beds house.
Wow, they send it to your house.
I have the house of the brides.
I
no?
can send you my kids.
I can do kids fit in your house?
No,
some of those.
we have a room, a specific room for that.
That is awesome. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
That's great.
I give them directly my Amazon, my address.
Aw.
And obviously, there's a limit. I mean, if they send me a bunch of things, they
An
are
elephant.
Yeah. no, guys. I confess you, I'm not good at all to put a chandelier or something. Change a
You're not a
lamp in my
handyman?
house.
You're
in
not
my
a
house.
handyman?
No, absolutely
on,
not.
Lorenzo.
can
But he has
imagine-
beautiful flowers in his house.
I bet.
No.
Perfect
If
color.
it's too much complicated, obviously, I explain them. I need to pay a person.
Yeah, of
no,
course.
Yeah.
But
Or
yeah.
the resort can help. Like that's the type of thing that is important to understand when they're doing this.
No,
Like
yeah.
how much restrictions are there? Like, can I bring my own stuff to the resort? Will the resort be able to mount these things, or I probably have to pay someone to do it?
Yeah.
So consider that.
No flowers. No.
Do not bring your flowers.
Nothing organic, please.
It's illegal.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Guest book mandatory. Yeah.
Guest book. I've seen those
Polaroid.
yeah,
Oh,
those
yeah,
little
love that.
Polaroids with the frames. Also that, the wooden
Guest book.
signs where they can sign the
I love
The,
that.
the printed
no idea how to
menus,
say it, but yeah.
the welcome drinks with the dog. I feel more comfortable when they
the
bring it
welcome
from
drinks with a
with their dog.
dog.
Sorry. The frame. The frame. Normally for the welcome sign drink.
Oh,
No,
I didn't know this.
They use the
You know we don't do
photo,
this, so we
or
need
they give the name
We're
of
like-
the photo to the drink. They give the name. Sorry.
It's okay.
This is
No.
amazing.
No, they give the name of the dog to
Oh,
the
to like
cocktails.
representing the
Yeah,
cocktails. Okay.
exactly.
That's cute.
Like their dog's
so like
name.
Luna would be your cocktail, like
Yeah. Sometimes they use
God.
him and her, but they can use the
I
name of
had his and hers, yeah,
this
but
often
yes.
with his photos, no, in a beautiful frame.
This is so cool.
That is so,
I didn't know
never
this when I
heard
got
that.
married.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
didn't have a
So
dog
cool.
then.
I
but-
want to get married again so I
Me
can have
too.
that.
This, can you help us?
So let's talk all-inclusive versus European plan.
Okay.
What gives couples more freedom for design?
Well, European plan is 5 stars.
Okay.
It's more expensive. No, we
Yeah.
have to say, and yeah, it's easier.
Okay, it's more like what you would do in like Villa La Jolla, like offsite
Mayakoba.
venue gives more like Mayakoba, like gives more
Yeah.
flexibility.
Villa La Jolla is independent venue.
Right.
It's more like Mayakoba
Okay,
or
got ya.
Canai, like Edition
So
or
they-
St. Regis.
The stays there are almost as high as an all-inclusive
If not
stay.
more, I guess.
But it's EP, so like you would have to pay for your meals and then everything is a la carte, I assume? Or do
Yeah,
they have-
exactly. So I notice in 5 star resorts like this with European plan, if you have a local planner, no, they confide and they don't apply fees. Many times, not always. No.
Right,
Not
yeah.
all the resorts.
Ask me for the listing, please. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This happened more in Los Cabos, for example,
Okay.
compared to Riviera Maya.
Interesting.
No, so it's easier personalized.
Right.
No, they can work
course.
with the vendor they like and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, they don't have kind of like the set.
Yeah, but at the end, they don't have fees, but they spend more because it's a 5 star resort.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course.
So, what amenities matter most for a high-end wedding weekend? Things like excursions, restaurants, aesthetics, overall experience. What do you think?
Yeah. The boat tour always for the
catamaran.
first day the catamaran. No.
Wow.
And every time I ensure them, please come back at 6 p.m. or something. No hangover.
Don't get
yeah,
wasted,
yeah.
please. Don't get burned all red in the wedding.
And
Do you see the catamaran? Sorry to jump in. Do you see that popular for the day after the wedding? You know, like some people want to do catamaran the day after, or it's more.
Well, for the quiet couples, they finish at 11 p.m.
Right.
They are not, yeah.
Not the
Not the
Latins.
Latinos.
Is that what
No
you're saying?
Latinos, no Latino, exactly. No Indian, neither.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
South
they go
Asian
they go late.
Not Jewish, no, I'm joking. Sometimes, yeah, they do the third day, the catamaran too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But mostly the first day.
Yeah, like the welcome, like everyone
Yeah.
mingle, breaking the ice, going on a catamaran, then the wedding, and then kind of like versus party the wedding, and then you're done. You
Yeah,
might not
you
wanna
can't.
go.
Yeah. What about adult-only resort weddings? Like, are they popular?
Yes, yes, yeah. I think every year there's a new secret, no?
Yeah.
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 Or
And
two.
So yeah, I mean, many
lot of
couples they
options in the
specific
area.
immediately they don't want minors in their wedding.
And I even think some, like when we talk to couples, they have guests that have children, but they still want adult only because even those guests want an adult
To
only
leave
experience
and go
you
for a
know.
wedding without the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always options like here. Xcaret Arte is adults only. We
Yeah.
have Xcaret next door.
Exactly.
That, families could stay on that
Stay.
side and finagle it that way.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of options out here in the Riviera.
Yeah,
with
there are
both.
resorts that they
Do a
offer a
mix.
compromise.
Yeah. Yeah, but I do see a lot of more like people asking for adult only weddings also on our side. And how do you navigate, design restrictions from the properties? Like what's like when they tell you, no, Lorenzo, you can't do this.
Yeah, I'm a wedding planner. If I couldn't offer a plan B, a second choice, I need to change my career. No?
So you always have that in mind, like
You have
a-
your Plan B, plan C.
For example, once, well, this is not in terms of decor. No, in a resort, I won't confess the name of this resort. The couple was very, very party people. For them, it was super important the music, and immediately they mentioned, "We want hip hop music." Okay.
Oh.
Like 1 month before, they realized it wasn't permitting dirty words. How to say? Parental
the
advisory.
language, the
goodness.
language.
The language, yeah.
Wait,
And it was
It
an
wasn't
adult only.
permitted from the resort.
In an adults only?
Yes.
Wow.
Wait, but Was it live music or
No,
like
no, no,
just
no.
the playlist?
The DJ, yeah.
Because I guess other guests can hear it.
They
like,
banned-
Exactly.
And oh my goodness, so they banned their playlist.
Yeah, yeah.
What
yeah,
happened?
yeah.
Dee, dee.
Yeah, exactly. normally in Spotify, or Apple Music, you can find the version, the clean version.
Yeah, a clean version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's interesting.
I would never expect that from an adult. I mean, I get it. Obviously, that doesn't mean that you're 18 and you can be vulgar.
No. yeah. But I mean, it's
But
more...
like, I thought it would be because, children around. Interesting. Okay.
The next question I wanted to ask is: are there any resorts that you love working with right now? I mean, I think you already answered it.
you've already said it a couple of times.
We already covered that one.
Yeah, right now, wow, we have 2 weddings the same month in the Xcaret Park next
Nice.
year.
Beautiful.
At the chapel or where?
Yeah, both the same chapel.
You need
and,
to see a picture of the chapel right now. In
La
our,
Isla. La
beautiful.
Isla, it's incredible.
Mind-blowing.
No, it's super Instagrammable.
Yes,
you know?
and very unique.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
I really love in this moment even edition at Canai.
It's picking up. I see it. Yeah.
It
Love
has
it.
a strong personality,
Yeah.
Mexican, and no more spoiler.
Call us.
You'll
and
see,
we'll
you'll
tell.
see
Yeah.
next year.
Thank you so much. This was, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm learning. I feel like I'm in a class
I
right
know,
now.
me too. That's why.
How did we not know this,
this?
doing this for so long? But I guess it's a different angle, right, of what we do.
Yeah.
So last but not least, I have segment 6, wild cards and predictions.
Wow.
So Lorenzo, let's do some rapid fire predictions, okay? Something that is just a quick answer of 2026, okay? So here's the first. What's one design trend you think is going to explode this year, 2026?
Yeah. This year, I expect more modern lines, more architectural structure, and maybe less flower. Combination with vegetable and fruits.
Here we go.
Yeah,
It's vegan.
More detailed impression, like the
Okay.
menu, beautiful calligraphy. Yeah, I expect this.
Okay, less flowers, more architecture.
And richest palette color. Sometimes even 4, 5 different colors. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. What's one trend that you think is officially over?
But I think the 360 degrees video booth now is over.
Are you serious? I love
She loves them.
those.
Yeah, I loved
And then
it.
they little me.
You loved it.
Well, I guess I've been to 1 and you've been to 50, so we're 100.
Honestly, yeah. Now there are many different, photo booth. For example, the famous the Vogue one.
Oh, at the magazine?
Yeah,
where you
exactly.
go-
The magazine one.
The box
Yeah, nobody is asking me more for that.
for
Okay.
360.
Yeah.
For Vogue, they are.
Yeah, now I
Vogue is
think it's
becoming
the
a thing?
sensation. Yeah.
Okay, look it up, guys. It's like a magazine box where you feel like you're
Love
at the cover.
Yeah.
If you could give couples planning a destination wedding this year, 2026, one piece of design advice, what would it be?
So I will say to the couples, let any single detail of your design or of your wedding telling your story.
Oh,
So
You're
yeah, I
killing
mean,
me.
when you fell in love for something, for a piece like a centerpiece, ask yourself: I love this because it's me, or because it's a trend.
right. Oh my God, that's so true.
And then we just close this whole thing now with this.
Excuse me.
Mic drop.
That is amazing. I love how you worded it. I did not see that coming. I was thinking like, the angle of the architect on the architecture on the table or the color of like, this is so true. Like, make it your story. Make
Beautiful.
it your story.
I think it's a really good point because
love
people
it.
can fall into trends more with so much social
and feel
media
so much
these
pressure
days.
after what you see online and all
exactly.
these videos and
Yeah, I mean, it's like a piece of art, no? When you go to see a square, no? In exhibition, nobody explaining, no?
you just
Yeah,
feel it.
for example, I don't know, people coming to my wedding, in my opinion, they have to say, oh my God, this ceremony, it's so Lorenzo Gustavo.
Yes, yeah,
You
exactly.
know?
It's so them. Yeah, I love that.
No, yeah. Sometimes they see, man, it's fine. It's fine because we need inspiration, no?
Yeah, of course.
But luxury is not always gold everywhere, bunch
Yeah.
of flowers. No, it's something something tailor made exclusively for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something that's
Yeah,
luxury
yeah.
to them. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it. I mean, keep me honest, Ellie, from the planning side, one thing that I would say is try to plan ahead of time. I know we're talking 2026 now, like we're based on, talking about 2026, and it's okay. We still have time for end of 2026.
A little,
yeah.
We're still getting a lot of last minuters right
We
now.
are,
Summer
yeah.
weddings for this year, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. For us, I think as much time as you can give, I guess you agree also, is better because, you'll give your guests more time to plan their time off work and you feel more relaxed about you'll save the dates and sending your invites. And what do you think, Ellie?
I'm thinking, I think that's the hardest one. Predictions as such for this year. I feel it. I don't know how you feel your January, but this is really, really high demand. My prediction is that this is just growing and growing. Voices out. People are getting more comfortable. I do see a lot of couples thinking countryside in the US wedding versus destination and kind of struggling between the two. But my prediction is that it just keeps going up because it makes way more sense than making everyone fly into a city in the US and having a wedding at a hotel or at a restaurant or something versus doing a vacation out of it. So my prediction is that we keep going.
Yeah.
That we keep
Exactly.
going happy and
growing,
strong.
growing. Love
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Love it. Lorenzo, that was so insightful. Thank you so much.
We've learned so much.
No, this was super fun and exciting. Yeah, for me too.
Yeah, we love you. We love to talk to you. We love to have you. We love to share a lot of our couples with you and with this beautiful happy vibe. So that's a wrap. We hope you found this episode useful. For those of you that are really, looking into your design and aesthetics, I hope you learned as much as I did today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening or watching, so you will never, ever, ever miss an episode.
And before we go, Lorenzo, any last thoughts, any last comments you want to add?
Wow, a comment. I will say luxury isn't about excess, it's about intention.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
This guy is an artist. Thank you so much. He's here's to an incredible wedding season.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Thank you. Thanks for listening,
Job.
guys. Stay tuned.
Thank you for
See you
listening.
Next time, tequila.
Bye.